Stamps are indexed forward by means of two motors. The rear motor applies tension to the supply roll, keeping the paper taut. The motor does have sufficient force to pull the paper off the take-up core if the taping job is done poorly. If this happens, just take out the cartridge, retape the roll, and start over. The rear motor will run at any time emergency stop is reset. You won't see any motion if there's a stamp roll installed, provided that you tape the roll properly to the take-up core. If you installed an empty cartridge and reset e-stop, the motor will run continuously. Motor power is supplied by transformer XF228, which is in turn protected by fuses FU227 and FU227A. If the motor fails to run, check the two fuses as well as the cable connection at the motor. If the motor still won't run, call for service. It is likely that the component has failed. The front motor pulls the stamps forward, overcoming the drag of the rear motor. This motor will index 2 rows of stamps every 3 cycles. How far it pulls is based on the iMark sensor PE1315. The system counts pulses of the smart motor each time it indexes. It then uses that count in determining the distance for the next index. If this motor doesn't run, check the cable connection CBL1311 near the motor and the connection to the Pico input-output block. If the motor still won't run, call for service, as it is likely that the component has failed. When the cartridge is removed, the gears are held in position by a bar mechanism that locks them with a roll pin. These pins should be checked periodically to ensure that they engage and disengage properly. Also, check that all the gears are not loose, worn, or broken, and that they properly engage when inserted. The left-to-right transfer of the stamp position is provided by 2 pneumatic cylinders, VL-1407 and VL-1409 on the Valcon unit. These cylinders have flow controls to adjust for smooth movement. This movement should be smooth and snappy, but not slamming. The 3 positions left, center, and right are detected by 2 proximity sensors, PX1222 and PX1223.